Alrighty guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about a little bit more about how to boost your computer. Okay, Windows settings. There's a lot of Windows settings you can tweak, optimize, make your PC run smoother, faster. Also talking a bit about I use OpenGHG. There's some settings there I want to go over. Discord settings also that might affect your FPS in game, and some Nvidia settings. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alrighty guys, so let's start off by going to our Windows settings, and right here on this tab there's a couple settings in the system, apps, gaming, update, security, and privacy. Let's start off with the system ones. Okay, these are pretty quick and simple. I play on 1720 by 1080. That's my resolution. First off, always make sure if you get a new monitor and you just plugged it in, make sure you have the highest refresh rate. The highest. Okay, make sure you have that on. Always want to make sure you have that on. Graphic settings. Okay, this is what you can add here. You can basically add any game you want to be on high performance. So when you add it, you make sure you put on high performance, so your graphics card can output its energy and power to that game and receive more FPS. Okay, make sure you want to have this on. It says what it does. It reduces your latency, improves your performance. It's quick and done. All right, notifications in action. You want to turn this off. You don't want to have notifications coming in while you're playing the game. You don't want that at all. Power and sleep, make sure both of these are on never. Storage sense, turn that off. Go to apps real quick. Default apps. I use OpenGHG browser. It's a great app. I would recommend you guys using it. Startup. Everything off. Okay. You don't want your PC to start up every single application. You might have more. I don't know why I have these on, but turn everything off unless you really need a couple of them on. But turn them off. You don't want them to be on while you literally just turn on your PC. Okay, let's go to privacy. Okay, let's go to background apps. Okay, background apps means when you turn your computer, when you're playing a game, these applications will be running in the background, right? You won't see it here, you won't see it there, but they will be running in your computer. And just make sure you turn them off. You don't need that causing you FPS stutters, maybe lag, or freezes in game. So turn them off. You don't want those on at all. This right here is personalization and colors. Turn transparency effects off. You don't need that on at all for no reason. Go back home. I forgot one more setting. When you go to about section down here, go to advanced system settings. Okay, when you're here, this tab will pop up. Make sure you're in the advanced tab. Click on settings. Click just for best performance or custom, and turn every single one of these off, and have either show thumbnails instead of icons and smooth edges on screen fonts. You can have those two on. It won't affect your performance or FPS or none of that. These right here, these other boxes, having them on will cause a bit of freezing, because it's trying to load some stuff. You can read through these, what it's saying, animating stuff, or you don't want none of these on. So just make sure you turn them off, and you should be good to go. And make sure when you apply each of these settings I just went over, also make sure game mode is on. When you apply all of these settings, make sure you restart your computer, and just so these settings can be applied and you don't have to redo them again. Alrighty guys, I'm on OpenGHG. You might be on Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. I'm gonna go over some settings I use and have or make sure to turn on or use in OpenGHG. Right here, there's a DX cleaner. You want to make sure you're always cleaning your cache, so it doesn't just store stuff, which can slow down your computer and take up your memory and RAM. I'm going to go to settings real quick and search up, if I'm not mistaken, it should be hardware acceleration. It might not be there, but if you have OpenGHG browser, just copy these settings I suggest you turn off splash screen on startup. What else we have here? Just if you have Opera, copy these settings. Should be the best. I don't use a VPN. I don't use that at all because Opera GX comes with a VPN actually. Turn this battery saver off. Copy these settings, user interface. Make sure to copy these settings right here. Turn all these settings off if you have them on. Turn these shortcuts off as well. You don't want none of these on at all. Okay, if you search a system, use hardware acceleration when available. Turn both these off. You do not want these on at all when having Opera GX browser on. I personally turn these off due to the fact that I don't want my PC to run slower or have stutters or FPS effects, or just my FPS just stuttering and slowing and stuff like that. This literally causes the computer to work and overwork itself for a browser. Like you don't want that, need that. You don't need that at all. So turn that off if you have those on. Alrighty, for your Discord settings, okay? Discord setting has a couple settings that affects you in your computer while playing. Those settings are when you go down here, you go to game overlay. Okay, game overlay is when you have this on. So if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's when you're speaking, right? When you're speaking, it'll show your voice up here. It'll show your voice and the other people's voice when you talk, and you don't want that on at all. It's taking away performance, and you don't want that on. May have some FPS stutters, like I said, you know, things that you don't want to have while playing. Going forward to advanced, yes, advanced. There's a setting called hardware acceleration. Yes, Discord also has hardware acceleration. It says it turns on, it uses GPU to make Discord smoother. But look, the main setting, if you turn it off, it's basically turn it off if you're experiencing frame drops. That's what it says. Turn it off. You don't want to experience frame drops. You don't want to deal with none of that. So just turn that off. Keep that off. Down here in advanced, when you go to voice and video, you scroll down. See, there's another one. Turn these off. Well, keep this one on, but turn these off. There's another hardware acceleration. Turn those off. You don't need those on. Once again, it's another hardware acceleration setting. You're gonna use your GPU to make Discord smoother, but in this case, it will be to make your, when you're screen sharing, it'll make your video smoother. But you're playing the game, you don't want this on, so turn that off. And last but not least, we've got Nvidia settings right here. Okay, Nvidia settings. If you have Nvidia graphics card, I'm gonna go over some important setting you should copy, try, and test out for yourself. Okay, starting off with this right here. Make sure you go here, turn this all the way down to performance. Okay, it's basically to get the most performance. Apply, and then switch it back to use the advanced 3D image settings. You could press right here, take me there. It'll take you to the second one right here. Copy these settings right here. I actually have a high-end PC, so I'll just turn this on. It's low latency mode. It's great. It's less input delay. It's what low latency mode is for. You can read what it does. There's more settings right here. You want to go ahead and copy down. You can pause the video if you like. Those are probably the best Nvidia settings that you want to have. If you guys ever wonder, I don't know if you can tell if my video looks like the colors look good, it's because I use this. But this won't apply to the video, if I'm not mistaken. But if you ever guys wonder, oh my god, if I've seen comments that say your color looks so good, what do you do, what do you use? I use this. If I'm not mistaken, it should apply just to your monitor. I don't think it'll be applied to the video. But yeah, I use this. I can turn it up or down. Sorry, digital vibrance. That's the wrong one. Digital vibrance is the one I use, which I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, you can't. So yeah, it's just, if I take it down, it'll go black and white. If I take it all the way up, it'll make it super vibrant and colorful, which I suggest you guys try that. Actually, you might like it. But yeah, that's what I use, just in case anybody would like to have some color in their monitor. Over here in just desktop size and position, make sure you're always using full screen, and have these settings right here. And guys, for the last setting, HomeGHG. HomeGHG is a program that optimizes your computer and makes it run smoother. These are a couple of settings that I use, and I think it's up to here. The rest of these settings, I don't think you can use unless you pay a subscription. So yeah, there should be other settings. Yeah, there's game setting that you can press and apply, and it'll apply the best performance settings for that game. But yeah, I use this as well. Pretty good. I like it. I'll also leave a link for it. But yeah, or you can search up HomeGHG and it'll pop up, and you should be able to download the application, no problem. Alrighty guys, for your in-game settings, make sure you have window mode is on full screen, but for the sake of this video, I had to put it on Windows full screen so it doesn't flicker. So just make sure you play it on full screen. Turn VSync off, frame rate limit. Always make sure you put it above your refresh rate of your monitor. But since I have a 240 Hz monitor, I cap it at 240 Hz because PCs cannot run a stable 360 unless you have a crazy good PC. So make sure you have that at that, and just always cap at 1 FPS above. These are my colorblind settings, our graphics quality settings, and advanced graphics. Right here, these are my other settings that I have used. In game, turn all of these off. You don't want none of these on at all unless you like looking at your replays. These are my in-game setting, HUD options, vertical and damage feedbacks. I have that, and that's about it. Alrighty everyone, thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video. I hope this information helped a lot of you guys out. Let's try to get to 1,000 subs. Make sure to stay positive every day. I'll catch you guys in the next video.